guys, I'm going to help you out with lesson 9's homework, and let's go ahead and start looking at some of these conversions. So we're working with time tonight, and we know that 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour, so we're going to keep that in mind as we work. So let's start off with number 1. We have 41 minutes plus 19 minutes. Well, luckily we know that 41 plus 19 is 60 minutes, which is equal to 1 hour, so we're just going to put 1 hour there. Part B says 2 hours and 21 minutes plus 39 minutes. Well, if we add the minutes together, 21 and 39 is going to give me 60. So really I have 2 hours and 60 minutes. Well, we know 60 minutes is the same as an hour, so altogether we'll just end up with 3 hours. If we look at C, we have 1 hour minus 33 minutes. Well, we can't really subtract minutes from hours without changing the hours to minutes. So 1 hour is 60 minutes, and if I said 60 minus 33, I'd end up with 27. So I have 27 minutes left. All right, let's look at D. We have 3 hours minus 33 minutes. And what I'm going to do is, because I can't take minutes from hours, I'm going to change my 3 hours. I'm going to break it up into 2 hours and 60 minutes, because that's the same thing as 3 hours. And then I'm going to subtract the 33 minutes. So now I can say 60 minutes minus 33 minutes, which we know will give us 27 minutes. And I keep those 2 hours, and we'll end up with 2 hours and 27 minutes. All right, let's look at E. We have 31 seconds plus 29 seconds. Well, we know that 60 seconds is 1 minute. So when I add 31 and 29, I'm going to end up with 60 seconds, so it's just going to be 1 minute. On the next one, we have 5 minutes minus 15 seconds. Again, we can't say minutes minus seconds, so we're going to change 5 minutes into 4 minutes and 60 seconds, because that's the same thing. And then I'm going to subtract the 15 seconds from 60. I'm going to end up with 4 minutes and 45 seconds. All right, let's look at number 2. We're going to look at part A. We have 5 hours and 30 minutes plus 35 minutes. Well, we got to add our minutes together first. And I'm going to get 30 plus 35 is 65 minutes. Well, that's more than an hour, so I'm going to break it up. If I take out that 60 minutes to represent the hour, I'll have an additional hour for a total of 6 hours, and then I'll have 5 minutes left over. So altogether I have 6 hours and 5 minutes. All right, let's look at part B. We got 3 hours and 15 minutes plus 5 hours and 55 minutes. Let's add our hours together first. 3 hours plus 5 hours is 8 hours. 15 minutes plus 55 minutes would actually give us 70 minutes. Well, 70 minutes is more than an hour, so we're going to break up that 70 minutes into 60 and that extra 10. Well, that 60 minutes will give us an extra hour, so we really have 9 hours and 10 minutes. All right, let's look at C. We got 4 hours and 4 minutes minus 38 minutes. Here we run into the problem where we don't have enough minutes to subtract. So I'm going to change 4 hours into 3 hours and 60 minutes. And when I add back the 4 minutes I already had, that's 3 hours and 64 minutes minus that 38 minutes I wanted to subtract. And when I say 64 minus 38, I'm going to subtract that over here. I'm going to end up with 26. So really I end up with 3 hours and 26 minutes altogether. All right, let's look at D. We got 7 hours and 3 minutes minus 4 hours and 25 minutes. Again, too many minutes to subtract. So I'm going to change that 7 hours to 6 hours and 60 minutes. And when I add back those 3 minutes, I'll have 6 hours and 63 minutes. Now I'm able to subtract. So I'm going to say minus 4 hours and 25 minutes. So I could say 6 hours minus 4 hours will give me 2 hours, and 63 minutes minus 25 minutes. We're going to do that off to the side. We should end up with 38 minutes over here to the side. Okay, let's look at part E. We got 3 minutes and 20 seconds plus 49 seconds. When I add my seconds together, I end up getting 3 minutes and 69 seconds. Well, 69 seconds is more than a minute, so if I took out 60 of those seconds and turned them into a minute to give me a total of 4 minutes, I would have 9 seconds left over. So really I have 4 minutes and 9 seconds. All right, let's look at F. We got 22 minutes and 37 seconds minus 5 minutes and 58 seconds. Well, there's too many seconds to subtract, so I'm going to change 22 minutes into 21 minutes and 60 seconds because that's technically the same thing. But when I add back those 37 seconds that I already had, I'm going to get 21 minutes and 97 seconds minus 5 minutes and 58 seconds. And when I do that, I'm going to say 21 minus 5 will leave me with 16 minutes. And those 97 seconds minus those 58 seconds, when we subtract, should give us 39 seconds. So 16 minutes and 39 seconds. Okay, let's look at the next page. We've got 3 word problems here. So we have number 3. It took 5 minutes and 34 seconds for Melissa's oven to preheat to 350 degrees. That was 27 seconds slower than it took Ryan's oven to preheat to the same temperature. How long did it take Ryan's oven to preheat? So what this is it's trying to trick you a couple ways. So first of all, hers was 27 seconds slower, which means it took her 27 seconds more to preheat. So if I want to find his time, I'm going to have to subtract those extra 27 seconds it took hers in order to figure out Ryan's time. So I'm going to say 5 minutes and 35 seconds minus 27 seconds. And when I say 34, I wrote that wrong from the problem. And we're going to subtract those two. So 34 minus 27 off to the side will give us 7 seconds. So really, Ryan's took 5 minutes and 7 seconds to preheat to that temperature. All right, let's look at number 4. Joanne read 3 books. Her goal was to finish all 3 books in a total of 7 hours. She completed them respectively in 2 hours and 37 minutes, 3 hours and 9 minutes, and 1 hour and 51 minutes. So did she meet her goal, and write a statement to explain? Well, let's see. If we add up all 3 times, let's see if it's more than 7 hours to see if she met her goal. So 2 hours and 37 minutes plus 3 hours and 9 minutes plus 1 hour and 51 minutes. So let's add these together. Let's add all of our hours together first. We got 2 hours plus 3 hours plus 1 hour, which will give you 6 hours. And if we add our minutes off to the side, we have 37 plus 9 plus 51. All right, and when we add, get a total of 97 minutes. Well, 97 minutes, that's more than an hour, so we need to split it up. So if I pull out the 60 and I have 37 left over, really it comes out to be a total of 7 hours and 37 minutes. So she didn't meet her goal because she took 37 minutes longer than she wanted to, because her goal was 7 hours and she went over it. So no, she was 37 minutes over her goal. All right, let's look at B. Joanna completed the 2 shortest books in one evening. How long did she spend reading that evening? How long, with her goal in mind, did that leave her to read the 3rd book? So let's let's add the 2 shortest books. So that's the 2 shortest times. So that would be 2 hours and 37 minutes and 1 hour and 51 minutes. So in that one evening, if we add these 2 times together, we'll figure out how long that was. And then we could subtract that time from 7 hours to see what she should have spent on the 3rd book in order to finish it in time. So when we add those together, we get 3 hours and 37 plus 51 off to the side. Give us 88. Well, 3 hours and 88 minutes. We got to break up that 88 into 60 and 28. Should have been 28. I wrote 22. So really it should have been 4 hours and 28 minutes. Excuse that on there. I can't go back and change it now. And then so we're going to take the 7 hours minus the 4 hours and 22 minutes. Again, it should say 28. When we do that, we got to split the 7 hours into 6 hours and 60 minutes. And when we subtract, so 6 hours minus 4 hours will give you 2 hours. And 60, which minus 28 is what it should have said, so sorry about that typo. So really it should be 32 minutes. So this is going to say 2 hours and 38 minutes. Your answer should have been 2 hours and 32 minutes is what she should have had left. All right, if you guys have questions, let me know.